Hello, Hofstra fans, and welcome to the W. Mason Coach Report with head men's basketball coach Speedy Claxton. Coach, how are we doing today?
I'm good, Steven. How about yourself?
Great. Speedy, 21 wins, 13-5 conference record. Looking back at the conclusion of the regular season, it's got to be a regular season you're really proud of you and your team for, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. Thought we had a good first year as a staff and as a team. Guys worked hard from day one. Ultimately, think that's why we were so successful. Maybe if our non-conference schedule wasn't so hard, it would be even better.
Well, let's talk about last week. You finished up just a ridiculous February, 10 games in a short month. You went 8-2, which is incredible. Finished up with a win over Charleston on Monday after the Saturday victory as well. What'd you like from your team over the last stretch?
Yeah, very tough stretch. It kind of felt like we was playing an NBA schedule. It was all over the place. Seemed like we had a game pretty much every other day. But like you said, we went into loved how my team responded. Wasn't much practice time, so we had to be mature and really focus in and lock in mentally, and they did that. And I think that's why we was ultimately so successful.
You obviously had a very disappointing loss last Thursday, but then your team really responded on Saturday and then responded again on Monday with those two wins. Did you like your team's response to what was not a game probably you were really thrilled with?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's one of the things we really did well here in this season. Whenever we had a bad loss, not that we had many, but we always responded. Like you said, we had a bad loss against Elon, but I think the response against William Mary and Charleston were really good. These guys was locked in and focused and came out to play the right way.
We touched on it when to start, but the 21 wins, is that kind of how you foresaw your first year on the bench going? 20 wins is quite an accomplishment, Speedy. You're only the fourth Hofstra head coach to ever do it in your first season. What are your thoughts? Personal thoughts?
I honestly didn't put too much stock in it. I kind of just wanted to see how it went. But I'm glad it happened. And to these kids' credit, I think we assembled a really good group. And I have an unbelievable staff who really helped me throughout the process.
And then, like we touched on Monday, you beat Charleston, who will be your quarterfinal appearance. It's just a weird situation. I don't recall it happening much. I tried to quickly think of one. How weird was it for you guys preparing for a game that felt exhibition-y almost in a way?
Yeah, it was extremely weird. Like you said, it did feel like a little exhibition because you don't want to kind of show them too much because we were going to have to play them again on Sunday. I think the only time it happened to us before, I think we played JMU last game of the season that we had to play them, and in the conference tournament a couple years back. And it's just weird, man. I know we didn't like it, and I'm pretty sure that they didn't like it either. But it is what it is at this point. I'm just glad that we got the win.
Yeah, you guys got the win, forced a lot of turnovers. Aaron Estrada put the finishing touches on what has been an incredible regular season. What'd you like from him? He had a little stretch here where the point totals are down, but he was, he had a double with 10 rebounds and steals and everything else. But what'd you like from him on Monday, where that point total was back near 30 again?
Yeah, I mean, he never lost confidence in himself and his abilities, and I think that's what's most important. When you talk about somebody who should be player of the year in conference, he had a little hiccup there where he wasn't scoring the ball, but then he got back focused, and I think that's why he played so well against Charleston. Like, he never lost confidence in himself.
Another key guy down the stretch, and it's not just the 40-point, 11 three-pointer game, but Omar Silverio has been great for you guys this season, especially down the stretch here. 19 points against Charleston. What is it? The elder statesman in him. What's going on right now that's allowed him to kind of excel for you guys?
Yeah, Omar has been one of the most reliable players on the team throughout the whole year. I think he had an unbelievable year for us shooting the basketball and just being a older upperclassman and playing the right way and coming to practice and competing and just doing all the things that we asked of him. I mean, I'm totally happy for Omar.
And speaking of Omar and some others, on Saturday, you celebrated Senior Day. Senior days aren't what they really are anymore because you're having players transfer and there's 1 year of players, but you are honoring groups of guys that are dedicating themselves to your program, including one fifth-year senior and then 2 grad transfers and Omar. What were your thoughts on Jalen, Omar, Jared, and Zach as you got to honor them Saturday?
Yeah, it was great Senior Day. You know, like you said, Senior Days are weird with so many new players, and you only have them for 1 year, but you know they're still part of the family. They'll forever be Pride members, and you know, starting with Zach and J. Raj, those are 2 great kids, man, and we're happy to have been able to be a part of their career. And then Omar and J. Ray, who's been around, you know, a little bit longer. You know, it's tough to see them go, but you know, it's part of the process, man. They got to do their time, and then, you know, but we wish them well.
Quick touching on Jalen Ray, he's over 1,700 points, over 300 rebounds. Obviously, the all-time games played leader. Your quick thoughts on what has been a really incredible career as we head into another postseason, which we like to call Jalen Ray time.
Yeah, incredible year. Incredible 4 or 5 years. J. Ray, you know, he's a legend. He's a legend around here. And you know, like you said, it is J. Ray time. This is where he plays his best. When he plays against, not saying better competition, but when the stakes are higher, you see the best come out of J. Ray. And hopefully that holds true this weekend here, man. We definitely need him to be on his A game.
And speaking of this weekend, we quickly touched on it before, but you played Charleston in the quarterfinals on Sunday night at 8:30. Your thoughts going into the game, kind of in the start of postseason play for your team?
Yeah, I mean, Sunday is gonna be an extremely long day. You know, 8:30 start, but we're just gonna try to get these kids as much rest as possible. Not too much so they don't be lethargic, but we're anxious. And we look forward to starting the tournament.
You just mentioned the 8:30 start and how it's going to be such a long day. The only other time I think that we've been this seed was the Amtrak year when we took the train down. I think that year we played UNC Wilmington.
Yeah.
But it is an incredibly long day. You kind of have to manage it differently than normal game day, don't you?
Yeah, definitely, because you're kind of moving everything back from, you know, pregame meal to walkthrough, because you kind of like do it at certain times. But with the late start, everything's going to be later in the day. So, you know, it's going to be something that we have to get used to, but I'm sure these kids will be fine. They always respond.
Yep. And Speedy, we can't wait to watch your team this weekend and through the next week. And we wish you well.
Thank you, Stephen.
And thank you, Hofstra fans, for joining us on the W. Mason Coach Report with head men's basketball coach, Speedy Claxton.